This she's so spooky, you guys. When I got home, she was facing me entirely, and then she turned while I wasn't looking, and there's no wind. There's no wind right now. There's no wind right now. Anyway, I did get into the light. Um, Day three was tough. Day three was tough. It was raining hard. Like there was a downpour, and I was on those steep hills at the beginning of my turf. On the first house I went to, didn't have, she was doing some construction on her entry walkway. And the entry walkway had a section of cement missing, so it was entirely mud. So then I had mud all over my hiking shoes, my hiking boots, and I'm on this really steep hill. And I'm so glad I didn't fall because it was slippery. And then it started pouring, absolutely pouring. And I'm trying to cover up my materials, like have them out so that I can have people sign it. But try to cover it with like a little plastic bag. And they got drenched. So I was only able to hit like three houses, and then I had to go back to the car and like dry out my paperwork, call my team lead, get new packets. It was rough. And on top of it, there was a mix up over turf between me and another fellow yesterday. So he had actually covered a lot of the houses I did today, but because he was using the wrong data, none of his entries like entered the system. So I couldn't tell who had been canvassed yesterday. So I got a lot of irritated people today. Got a lot of irritated people today. It was not my finest work. Um, at the end of the day, I kind of got chased off turf because like the neighbors started like calling each other, and they all were, every door I knocked on, they were giving me the same line of it's too late to be knocking on doors, get off my property, stuff like that. I was getting that for the last like 20 minutes or so. They were just basically trying to chase me off turf. So it's not supposed to be raining tomorrow, thank goodness. I was really happy to see Stephanie Wade was walking and Bridget was there too, my gal pals. I should have asked for a selfie with the two of you, but I totally didn't think of it because it was like raining when we first got there. And then when we got back, I was like so frustrated from having such a hard day, and I was, my back hurt and stuff. I just want to go. I just wanted to get home. Uh, so I missed Deepak Central Committee tonight. I did register for it, and I was hoping to jump in late, but by the time I got home, it was already 9 o'clock, so I missed it. I don't know. Sometimes they go long. Sometimes they go upwards of 4 or 5 hours, depending on how much filibustering goes on. Um, so maybe they are still going. I don't know. But I was just, it's almost 10. I'm too beat at this point. This is the first Central Committee meeting I've missed since January. And that, not January. Was it January? No, it was February, I think. I think it was February. And the only reason I missed that is because that was when I was no longer an alternate, and so I was no longer on the list, and I didn't know the process to sign up as a guest observer. Actually, I think we had just started allowing guest observers because when we first went into a Zoom environment, we had a limited account, and so only members and alternates could attend because we didn't have the capacity to include additional people. But that changed in February, I think in February, January or February of this year. Um, so it's prior to that February, I hadn't missed a meeting since November of 2019. Never missed a meeting. But I was walking blocks tonight. So I was doing the Lord's work of the Democratic Party. Actually, this one's nonpartisan. This is a nonpartisan thing because this is with Unite Here. Um, but they're a progressive. They're pretty much a progressive labor union. They're pretty solid. Um, so that's the conclusion of day 3. Not my finest work, but not too terrible. And tomorrow it's going to be sunny again. So I'll get a good night's sleep and a hot bath. Maybe I'll sing. I was thinking about singing Motley Crue or something. We'll see.